ஏசி வாங்கணுமா? நம்ம பூர்விக் அப்ளையன்சஸ் விசிட் பண்ணுங்க. பெஸ்ட் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் ஆஃபர் ECMI ல ஈஸியா வாங்கலாம் ஏசி.
Honorable members, Srimati Jothimani ji.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Today, I rise to speak on no confidence motion against the Honorable Speaker with heavy heart and deep responsibility to defend the principle of this House and our democracy. The principles that are under attack, direct attack today. Parliament is the heartbeat of our nation. In the space where the people's voices are heard, the differing opinions meet, clash, and guide the course of our country. At the core of any democracy lies freedom of speech, dissent, and discussion. These are not privileges given by the ruling party or by the chair. These are the fundamental right of every elected representative and through us of every citizen of this country. It's deeply disheartening that the Honorable Leader of Opposition, Rahul Gandhi ji, who has walked the length and breadth of this country and earned the respect and trust of the people to be their voice in this House. And also, he has the constitutional responsibility, but this House, time and again, witnessed that he has denied his right to speak. Because you are comfortable with the truth he speaks, you are unable to answer him. Every cell in you is afraid of him. That is why you stand up in this parliament and abuse him, because you are afraid of him. And also the whole opposition is not allowed to raise our voice, our concerns, the issues of vital importance. This creates serious concerns about the impartiality of this chair. When elected representatives strive to speak, millions of people are silenced. This is not merely a procedural lapse. It's a fundamental betrayal of the democratic spirit. The opposition in parliament is not an obstacle to government. In a true democracy, the government governs, but the opposition scrutinizes and hold power accountable. Without the opposition, this parliament will be an echo chamber. It is not merely we the members are silenced, but the millions of people we are representing. The credibility of democracy is measured not by how comfortably the government speaks, but by how freely the opposition allowed to question. But today, what we have witnessed is a troubling double standard. Two entirely different set of rules, one for the ruling party and another for the opposition. In recent times, the suspension of opposition members has become an increasingly common response for the dissent of the House. Instead of allowing members to express their concern or register their protest, suspensions are used to silence all of us. Between 2004, 2009 and 2019 and 2024, suspension rate is increasing 2,000 times. This is never heard of any democracy in the world. Sir, I also have been suspended twice. I remember once for the protest against the domestic gas price rise. Even today, 2 days before, 60 rupees has increased. If I protest, I will be suspended. Next time, I don't remember, because you don't need any valid reason to be suspended in this House. Sir, outside this, even today, my colleagues remains outside this House under suspension for raising their voice in protest. Sir, yes, members from the ruling BJP are protected even when they cross all limits. Just now, Mr. Nishikant Dubey did on record in this House. The selective application of rules clearly shows why this motion has been brought before this House. It's deeply troubling that the Honorable Speaker, custodian and guardian of this House, protector of every member of this House, has chosen to level such a grave allegation against us, the women members of parliament, to suggest that elected representatives who have come here with the mandate and trust of the people intended to harm the Prime Minister is not only unprecedented, baseless and profoundly unjust. Most of us come from this House is coming from a humble background. Many of us are first generation politicians. We built our political capital with the decades of hard work among people. Facing resistance and discrimination, to question our integrity in this manner is a grievous attack on every woman who earns a rightful place in public life. The Honorable Speaker knows many of us personally well. He knows at this deepest part of his heart that we all, the women of ideological commitment, integrity, dignity, courage and conviction, that is And also we are hailing from the political party Indian National Congress that has always upheld the dignity and constitutional values. And we too know him personally. And we have the utmost respect for his office and his good self, which is why it pains us even more to see that he chose to allow the ruling party to influence and pressurize him to make such a grave allegation against us. Such statements do not merely hurt the individuals, do not insult the individuals. They strike at the heart of this very house, betray the trust that the people places in their representatives, and undermine the very idea of parliamentary democracy. So, let me speak plainly here. Our protest on that day were peaceful, civilized, and dignified. Even in the videos that were released by the Honorable Parliamentary Affairs Minister, Kiran Rijuji, my warm brother from the Northeast, we are merely standing in that place, holding banner and peacefully protesting. What is wrong in it? I don't understand. And also, another video released from the Speaker chamber. What happened there? We were vehemently arguing to uphold the dignity of the House against the obscene and vulgar remarks made against our respected former Prime Ministers by the Nishikant Dubey, BJP MP. These are expression of dissent. Dissent is not against the decorum, but against the erosion of democratic space, against partisanship, against a system that is meant to safeguard all voices, but currently silences many. Sir, unfortunately, the chair and the government, without moving motion to protect such shameful act of Mr. Nishikant Dubey, and instead demean us for peacefully protesting. Sir, is that a crime? Is that a threat? What exactly is a threat here? Is asking for accountability a threat, or is selling this country in the name of Indo-US trade deal is a threat? Is demanding an institutional autonomy, independence and neutrality is a threat, or compromising every institution meant to safeguard our democracy, including the Parliament, the Election Commission and investigative agencies, the real threat? In the broad daylight, with multiple cameras recording every moment of the proceedings and live proceedings being watched across the country, we witnessed something deeply disturbing in this house. Honorable ministers of this government, including the Home Minister and the Defence Minister, pressurizing the chair to silence the leader of opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi. And while Prime Minister of this country remained present in the House at the time, this is not the shameful thing. This is not affecting the sanctity of the Parliament. This is not affecting the strength of this House. We also see a situation where a foreign power dictates terms to sovereign nation like India regarding trade and foreign policy. A proud and independent country like ours cannot allow its foreign power and decide our economic policy and energy policy by external pressures. Is that not harmful to the dignity of the nation? Sir, serious allegations were made against the members of the government for their names being in Epstein files, yet they continue to hold office without any accountability. And they are sitting in the same house. It is not affecting the sanctity of this Parliament. And when the enemy tanks are moving closer to our borders, when serious challenges arise from China, the Prime Minister of the country must show leadership and take responsibility. If the Prime Minister refuses to show leadership and take responsibility, and he also refuses to face questions in this House and appears afraid of confronting China, is that not harmful? Is not affecting the morale of this country? Sir, Tamil Nadu, எங்களோட உரிமைகளுக்காக நாங்க போராடுற சூழலுக்கு நாங்க தள்ளப்பட்டிருக்கோம். எங்களுடைய உரிமைகளுக்காக நாங்க பேச விரும்புகிறோம். எங்களுடைய கல்விக்கான நிதி மறுக்கப்படுகிறது. தமிழ்நாட்டிற்கான உள்கட்டமைப்புக்கான நிதி மறுக்கப்படுகிறது. கீழடியில் எங்கள் வரலாறும் தொன்மையும் எங்களுடைய இனத்தின் பெருமையும் மறுக்கப்படுகிறது. இந்த மாதிரியான ஒரு சூழல்ல நாங்க அதை பத்தி பார்லிமெண்ட்ல பேசணும் அப்படின்னா எங்களுக்கான பேசுவதற்கான உரிமையை கூட மறுக்கிறீர்கள். இதை எப்படி நாங்க பார்க்கிறது? மீறி பேசினா எங்களை வந்து இடைநீக்கம் செய்றீங்க, சஸ்பெண்ட் பண்றீங்க. If all this not considered shameful, and how can the peaceful protest of women members of Parliament standing with banners to express their democratic protest be portrayed as a threat? Sir, these are issues we wanted to raise.
Just a minute.
Sir, 2 minutes.
Just a second, please. Honourable members, time of the House is extended till Srimati Jothimani's speech is over.
Thank you, sir. These are the issues we wanted to raise in the House, but we are not allowed to speak. Our voices were denied. And that is precisely why the protest happened. Sir, I would like to remind this House about the historic moment of leadership in this very House. When the Prime Minister, then Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Manmohan Singh ji rose to speak in the same place, members of opposition surrounded him in that place and even threw papers at him. But Manmohan Singh ji stood calmly, with humility, dignity, with courage, and faced the protest and continues the speech. That is the leadership this country needs in any democracy. Refusing, I am not yielding, refusing to appear in the House and instead blaming opposition leader and women members of parliament does not reflect leadership. The PM absence from this House was not due to any threat from women MPs and but his unwillingness to face the accountability. It's an act of fear. Leadership is not about avoiding question. Leadership is about facing them. Let us not ridicule the great institution of parliament by making such unfair, ridiculous and frivolous allegations and treating democratic dissent as a crime. Parliament exists so that difficult questions can be asked and the government can be held accountable. The office of the Speaker is sacred. It exists to protect the integrity of this House. Its authority comes not from any party, but from the trust of the entire House and through its people. The Speaker must stand above politics, ensuring fairness to all members, allowing every voice to be heard, whether from the treasury benches or from the opposition. When neutrality is compromised, Parliament itself is compromised, and the people's faith in democracy falls. A Speaker who protects every voice strengthens democracy. A Speaker who silent dissent weakens the very institution he sworn to protect. Across mature democracies such as United Kingdom, Canada and Ireland, the Speaker is expected to rise above the party lines and command the confidence of the entire House. India too must reflect on such practices, ensure that the Speaker's office inspire trust across the treasury and the opposition, irrespective of the parties in power. Sir, the motion is not about individuals and parties. It's about preserving the dignity of this House, the neutrality of the office of the Speaker, and the faith of the people we represent. Today, we must decide whether this institution will stand for fairness, neutrality, and protection of every voice, or whether it will allow dissent to be silenced. Sir, for the dignity of the House, for the trust of the people, and for the future of the parliamentary democracy, I support this motion. Thank you.
Thank you.
ஏசி வாங்கணுமா? நம்ம பூர்விகா அப்ளையன்சஸ் விசிட் பண்ணுங்க. பெஸ்ட் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் ஆஃபர் ECMIல ஈஸியா வாங்கலாம் ஏசி.
Minnambalam.com தமிழின் முதல் மொபைல் பத்திரிகை.